We learned today actress and director Penny Marshall died last night at her home in the Hollywood Hills. She was 75 years old and had suffered complications from diabetes. As Jim Axelrod shows us, when it came to comedies with heart, Penny Marshall was in a league of her own.
She burst onto the scene in the mid-1970s as Laverne DeFazio, along with her roommate Shirley Feeney. She was the milk and Pepsi drinking half of the zaniest team of bottle cappers at the Schatz Brewery.
Hey, Fonzie!
But even as Fonzie's date would spin off her own #1 rated show with Laverne and Shirley, it was behind the camera where Penny Marshall would make her mark, directing Tom Hanks in Big in 1988, the first female director to gross $100 million on a movie. 2 years later, she tried drama, directing Robert and Robin Williams in Awakening, nominated for a Best Picture Oscar, before teaming up with Hanks once again.
There's no crying in baseball!
In A League of Their Own.
Maureen, this way.
In 1992. Carol Penny Marshall, named after Carol Lombard, was born 75 years ago in the Bronx.
Yes, Mr. Unger, I'm spraying right now.
Gave her first break as Myrna the secretary in The Odd Couple. Penny Marshall earned her Hollywood star all on her own. Today, her ex-husband Rob Reiner tweeted, "I loved Penny. I was very lucky to have lived with her and her funny bone."
Oh, legacy. I don't know. I did. I was successful. I had a successful TV show. I had a couple successful movies. And I'm not beautiful.
She was 2/3 right, because the way she made us laugh
You just love to see me embarrassed, don't you?
was a gorgeous gift. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, New York.
Tonight, tributes are pouring in for a woman who blazed a trail in Hollywood. Penny Marshall, the beloved star of Laverne and Shirley, turned powerhouse director behind hits like Big and A League of Their Own, died today at the age of 75. Her family says the cause was complications from diabetes. NBC's Cynthia McFadden remembers her extraordinary life.
The note and who would want to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hassenbeff Incorporated.
Marshall starred for 7 years as Laverne in the hit 1970s sitcom Laverne and Shirley, receiving 3 Golden Globe nominations. And while those awards eluded her, the audience adored her working-class sense and sensibility. At 43, Marshall debuted in a new role, director.
Jumpin' Jack Flash is the gas.
If her first film, Jumpin' Jack Flash, was only moderately successful, her next 3 films were blockbusters. The first, Big. That film remembered not just for this dance number, $1 million. With Big, Marshall became the first female to direct a movie that hit the extraordinary benchmark. Awakenings followed, garnering 3 Oscar nods. And perhaps the most successful of all, A League of Their Own.
Are you crying? There's no crying! There's no crying in baseball!
It became one of the biggest grossing baseball movies of all time, as well as an empowering one to little girls of all ages. Expressing their heartbreak, her family issued a statement today. Penny was a girl from the Bronx who came out west, put a cursive L on her sweater, and transformed herself into a Hollywood success story. Penny Marshall was 75. Cynthia McFadden, NBC News, New York.
What an incredible legacy she leaves behind. We're going to turn now to some